Hello friends, welcome to Spicy Cat Colors, new and seasoned friends. My name is Kathy and I am here to show you my completed pages for the month of February 2023. I did a total of 35 pages, so I'm going to go through the stats quick in my coloring journal. Still getting used to the Sarah Renee Clark journal. I think the only thing I don't like about it is it's so big. And as you'll see, I'm not actually utilizing all of it. So I'm not going to go through my other journals I've shown. I actually have a video showing you how I set those up. And of course, I did fill those in. So what I've kind of been doing on this cover page is whatever color I'm using for the month to track, I just color in a couple spots. And I'm actually just trying to use up a bunch of water-based markers that I have had for years. So definitely gonna get some streakiness, however it is. So first, quick little glance. So I did 35 pages and I just realized, I did a quick tally, I think 30 of those pages went towards my 10 books to finish / focus. So these are the 5 books I'm actually trying to complete. And then these are my 5 books I'm 5 artists I'm focusing on. And this is my bonus. So including my bonus Disney, yeah, 30 of my 35 pages are represented right here. So I just picked a pink marker. And you can see, the only thing I did not, there were 2 I did not color in. I did not color in my Mr. Mosaics, and I did not do any color Questopia pages. Otherwise, I made some progress, and super exciting. So for the month, there were 5 books that I had not colored in previously. So already for 2023, I have colored in 19 books that were previously uncolored in. So I suppose to be technical, I should be like noting if this was a new book or if it was an old book, but in reality, it really doesn't matter. That's just something my brain would get wrapped up around. So no idea. I didn't like graph out what I need to do each month. I'm just coloring. And again, I set these goals for myself just to give me something to focus on when I need focus, when my brain can't stop. And if they don't change anymore by the end of the year, no more little grids are filled in, it's okay. I'm not sweating it. So I did, again, quick breakdown, 35 pages, 20 of them were color by number, 15 were non. I colored in 21 different books. I did 19 buddy colors. I touched 5 newly touched books. And I used up a quantity of 20 supplies. I have not had a chance to tally whatever new books I bought or acquired because they're all in a pile. And as I mentioned before, I have this giant haul that I haven't done, and I just have not broken those out. So other than that, new nails. I actually just put these on for March. And yeah, I did this nail polish. I thought, oh, I'm going to swipe that too, because I put it on my toes. So it's worked out just for, in January, I didn't put on my nails till mid-month. Same with February, and now I just put these on the 9th. And honestly, I can get 3 weeks out of my Color Street nails. So I may only ever have one mani a month, and that's okay, because then I usually will take it off and I'll go for about a week without anything. Jumping ahead to February. Let me show you. Again, I'm not coloring the full sheet. I'm just messing around with some markers. Then, so this is what I am loving about my planner. Now, this is very similar to what I did last year with my Johanna Basford planner, but because this is a larger, I feel I need to fill it in more, and I'm actually using up some designer paper, which is just printed paper that I don't use. I haven't scrapbooked for years, and when I ever do get back into scrapbooking, I still will have plenty of paper, and I have more than enough cardstock and paper for my card making that I'm actually excited to have a way to use up some of the paper. So In the first grid here, these are a quick preview. If you don't want to watch the rest of the video, these are all the pages I colored this month, 35, and I just print the, I forget who told me, but thank you, it's called the contact sheet, where I just print this, like they're all these little sizes, and then I cut them out, put them on here. So I think this is kind of fun because I've realized this book is probably going to be more, it's kind of a bit of a scrapbook, it's a bit of a journal, it's a bit of a glue book, smash book, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of a fun thing that I'm going to embrace more of. So going forward, here is my group buddy color for February for Spicy Cat Buddies. This was the page from Camellia Angel Cova's 50 romantic miniatures that I had chosen. And then if you didn't have that page, the prompt was chocolate. So here is a snapshot of everybody that played along. And I also love having this. I do enjoy having the visual on Instagram, but sometimes I don't want to be staring at my phone. So now I am going to, by the end of the year, be able to page through this and just enjoy. So what I've done is I print out a little snapshot of the page that you've posted on Instagram, or for those of you not on Instagram, some of you have been emailing or messaging them to me, which is perfectly fine. You can always do that because I just want to keep track of it. And then I write down the person's name below it. So that is the group buddy, the Spicy Cat Buddies. And then look at all the fun that there was to be had for a Spicy Cat Disney in February. So the wheel chose Zootopia for the movie. These are the 2 pages I colored that went towards the February prompt. And look at all of the amazingness. I had no idea that other people would enjoy this. So I shouldn't be surprised because there are several Disney hashtags that happen monthly or all year. And I try to participate in those. So I think there are a lot of us that enjoy coloring Disney. And when someone gives us a specific prompt, it just makes everything so much easier. So there we go, all of my Zootopia friends. And same thing, I print out your picture and then I write your name below it. So you might not be able to read the names, but I'm not going to zoom in so you can. But trust me, I can. So when I look through this, it just makes me happy. And then here are my buddy colors. I'm actually missing, because I forgot to print it out, I have 3, and then I have this one my buddy did finish, but I haven't had a chance to do our split screen. And then same with this one of these I have the split screen, and the other one my buddy hasn't finished, which again is not a problem. I leave space and I will go back, and like this was my page and I made it so I can easily pop it off, and then I'll post, glue in our copy. And then I didn't know where to put these because I only was able to participate in 3 of the prompts for Happy Scavenger and February breakdown prompts. Or this is Jesse's and this is Jamie's and this is Danny Button's Patreon bingo. So I thought they can, at this point, fit in with the buddy colors. And then once again, I have pages I did not use. So for now, they're staying in here. My thoughts are that if I were able to do a tag video, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But like I said, this is kind of turning into a bit of a scrapbook. And since I have those pages, I may go back and fill them in with something. I don't know. Going to the back of the book, what do I have to show you? Anything? So I don't know if I showed this last month, so I haven't titled it yet because I don't know what I'm going to title it. But I had mentioned how I keep track of how many books I color in every month. And then I realized at the end of the year, I don't really know how many independent books I've colored in, because sometimes I color in the same books every month. So it's like, oh, I could color in 1 book every month. So that would count as 12 books. In reality, it's only 1. So I'm trying this because I had this spread, or pages in here that I didn't think I was going to use. So as I am coloring while I'm doing my tally at the end of the month, I started putting in like the artist or publisher's name, and then any of their books I color in. So like Kira Shushneva, I've colored in 2 of her books this year. My big Disney, or just Disney in general, I have already colored in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I hopefully will have enough room behind each name publisher. And if not, it doesn't need to be super neat. But at the end of the year, I should be able to then go through and just total up all the titles on these pages to know how many physical books I actually colored in. So I don't know. That's something I haven't tracked before. I thought was kind of fun. Favorite pages I wrote down. And now again, I just thought, I'm like, I should just print out the little pictures because I have them. So maybe I'll go back and do that. Stats. Again, seasoned friends, you know, I don't get hung up on stats and numbers. I just do it because that's part of my brain I enjoy. So in February, I ended up with 1,129 Instagram followers, and that's after deleting all the spammy guys that slide in there. So that was exciting. So I increased 37. I did 17 posts, which are primarily my buddy colors. And February YouTube, I had 53 new subscribers join the craziness here. So thank you. And I posted 8 videos. Again, this is where I'm doing my new books, but I have not had a chance to put in the ones for February. And that, in a long nutshell, is my coloring journal, we're calling it. I don't really know. It could have a new name at some point. For now, it's a journal, but it's really going to be a coloring scrapbook by the end of the year. Let's quick go through my empties. Not a lot of exciting stuff here. These are just 3 little markers I had received with a coloring book. They're water-based markers. I have 4 various gel pens, 2 glaze pens that are a different brand. They're not the Jelly Roll, and I actually really liked them. But something, I don't know what happens if they dry out. Basically, I cannot get them to flow. I tried all the tricks. So either they are actually empty or they just don't want to work anymore for me, which is fine. 1 super tip. I got 4, obviously I was using some greens, various permanent, 2 Sharpies, a Bic, and a Crayola Take Note. I have 3 of my original set Oh-Hoo-Hoos. 4. Did I say 3 or 4? 4. 1 of my Stampin' Up! Blends, which is a alcohol-based marker. And I used up a whole glue stick, which is what I use for most of the pasting in my journaling, coloring journal. So that is the empties and the stats. And now let's dive into the pages. I will do color by number first and then non-color by number. And in case I forget to mention it, because I always do, my buddy colors, I will, if I have their picture, I will post their page up on the left side of the screen as I'm showing my page, just in case. I try to make sure I identify who I colored with, but that way you know what's popping up there, and in case I forget to reference it. So here is my bonus 10 books to finish. I have several of these sticker type books, and last year I picked one that happened to have 12 pages, and this year I found another one that happened to have 12 pages. I usually find these on Book Outlet. I don't pay $13.58 for them, but if you do, that's fine. I just find them a different kind of color by number way to relax. And since I have several of them, I find this is a fun way for me to work in them, just to find a pick one to focus for the year. And again, I didn't even plan it. I just picked this one up to do a page. And I'm like, oh, 12? Yep, we're going to do one a month. So this is the Sticker Mosaics Crazy Cats by Gareth Moore. And I did, here's the page. I always save these just to show you. So here are the 2 sheets that have stickers. So these pages are all at the back of these books, and then they identify which page. And then you put them together. And here you have it. This is Lionel. So this book, I love that they actually have names. I did get a little gaposis, but I just like rubbing my hand over this textural feel of the stickers. I don't know, but super cute. So I will see. I don't know. I can give you a sneak peek. Sorry, knocking my lotion down. This is the one for March. Their name is Sunshine, and we shall see what they look like all completed. So some obviously have more stickers. This one doesn't look like it doesn't hit 100. I do see a 90. And this one, there was a lot of little ones, so there were a lot. There was 179 stickers for this Lionel. So this one should be a little bit easier, hopefully. Next, I colored some Belba. And I still had this one out, so I decided to color in it. It is the Stone Mosaic Stone Mandalas Christmas edition. It is book 8 in their Stone Mosaic series. So that might be confusing for if you're just getting into the Stone Mosaics. When they identify their book here, it doesn't mean that it's the 8th Christmas book. It's just their Stone Mosaic 8th. I believe that's how it goes. I don't even really know, so I should just be quiet, right? Anyway, I just use permanent markers, and I did this one. I did use like a metallic gold on the bells, if you can see that, and then a little bit of white gel pen for accents. And I also did this page. My browns were a little dark, because I just use what I have. So you probably can barely even see that those are reindeer. They kind of just look like empty spots. They almost look black and they get lost. But there were some reindeer. So 2 pages done from Stone Mosaic. Next, I have my Disney Mickey and Friends. This is one of my 10 books to finish this year. And I did 4 pages in here. I have this, let's zoom out a minute here. You can see both of them. I really enjoy in all of my Disney books trying to do the side-by-sides. So this adorable page, now I got him, was actually a buddy color with my friend Nikki. We were looking for kind of like Valentine's themed, and I'm like, okay. We found this one, a daisy with all the hearts, so we picked her. And then also, because it was Valentine's month, I just did this one. I thought of Mickey and Minnie look so cute and in love. And then I continued kind of that theme, and I did the other, well, this, I wanted to do this page of Minnie because she also had her hearts. And so I did Daisy as well. Yeah, I like how these have been coming out. I have talked about before in last year when I did these books, and instead of doing like the full like one swoop of the marker, I'm doing like each little pixel individually, and I do really like how that looks when it's done. The only thing I did different is this Minnie, they had her actually set, if you can see. There's like little numbers. Her skin tone is supposed to be like a peach tone. And I wanted to keep it white with Daisy. And if you notice this one up here, they were white faced. So in this book, sometimes Mickey and Minnie have peach skin and sometimes they have white. So I am going to show the spoiler just to show you how it would have looked if I had followed their method. And the only challenge is then her eyes were really hard to distinguish, because then it was like all white and there was this floating pupil. So I kind of like tried to draw in an outline. So here she is if I had made her peach skinned. And then of course you can see how I kind of had to adapt But again, you can still obviously tell it's Minnie Mouse, and I'm done showing the spoilers, so if you don't want to see it. But anyway, just something. And I do have some buddy colors set up in this book for March, which makes me very happy because, yeah, like I said, I'm trying to finish the book. So when I can do buddy colors in books I'm trying to finish, it's even more fun because I enjoy buddy colors. Another 10 books to finish. And this one I ended up counting, and I think if I just do one a month, I will have it, I can enjoy it all year long. So this one I had colored quite a bit in previously to the start of this year. Color by Colors, Women's World by Kira Shershneva, who is now mostly associated with Sun Life Drawing. And I did, oh, hello Frankie, I did the Morocco page. But everyone, like, close your eyes and take a little trip. Imagine you're in Morocco, and I'm going to give Frankie some scratches. Okay. Moments for you, if even. I hope you enjoyed your little escape to Morocco. Frankie and I had quite a bit of cuddle time. So here is my Morocco page. And, yeah. Again, think mostly permanent markers. Some alcohol markers are starting to die in here, and that is okay. But yeah. And I again have a buddy color for the page I want to complete in oops, sorry, totally bumped you there. In March. The next I have another Belba. Excuse me. So this is Simple Beauty. It is a puzzle color by number. I have had this on my wish list for a very long time, and I finally decided to purchase it. And I'm not sure if I like the puzzle color by number. So let me show you the page I did. So this has, instead of like color by number where the numbers are all in the little grids, they are listed here. So you have to like find, okay, here's the list of all of the pixels that have peach in it. So you have to go and find D8 and color it in. So I like the finished product. I did make a mistake. There's an extra red there. I should have just done that one to make it even. So the thing I like, I guess, about this style of book is once you're all done, there are no numbers. Although for me, the numbers don't bother me in color by number. So it was just this white grid, and now I have this beautiful butterfly. The challenge is when I'm coloring, I'm usually not intensely focused. I usually have YouTube videos playing or an audiobook. I've got my brain, like, I'm always multitasking. So this was like, I had to stop and think. So it was like thinking coloring, which I'm not sure. But this is the beginner series, so it's a larger size pixel, and they do have others in this series. Here's an example of what some of them will be. So, I mean, I will still keep working in this. And I do like that they give it a title. There, I don't think you have an answer key, though. Let me double check. Correct. There is no answer key, so if you mess up, you basically don't know until you're done. Or if you're keeping track. But anyway, still, it was a fun, and I am glad I have it. So I definitely need to do another page or two before I have a full opinion. Okay, so here is Flowers, Stained Glass Color by Number. This is by Kira Shershneva, and I forgot how much I love this book. I have only colored a few pages, and then I just set up a buddy color with the beautiful Katia. She is trying to finish this book this year, so I had commented on her Instagram post, hey, I have that one if you need a buddy to help you. Because again, if you're trying to do books to finish, it's kind of nice to have someone like help you and set up pages to color. So this is the page we did. I think I did mostly permanent markers again. This is where my greens were dying. And then I used not a white, but it was kind of like I have this peach paint pen kind of a thing. So I just went in and added some squiggles, and I did do this outside in glitter. And ooh, yeah, I did use my Pentel Sparkle Pop as well in there. So very fun. And she and I have another page set up for March as a buddy color. Then I pulled out one of my original stone mosaics. This is book 3. This was the first of the stone mosaic series I purchased. And just because I was trying to do Belpa pages, I did some pages. So I thought this would be a good book to pull out. So there's this one. It's such a pale blue. It kind of looks white. At least it did when I took the picture on the background here. And yeah, added some white, just little highlighty things. I don't know. I like to do that sometimes with my color by numbers. Then I did this lady on the beach drinking her, I think she's drinking something here, but then it looks like this is a flower coming out. So I'm like, is she holding a flower pot? Maybe that's supposed to be an umbrella for like a tropical drink, but then this looks like the umbrella. Or is this her necklace? I don't know. I try to figure things out that don't need to be figured out. So there's that. And another page. I was just randomly kind of picking pages that were next to other pages I had done. So I did this one of the jockey riding the horse through the field of flowers. So 3 pages done in here. Next up, the last of my color by number section are all my large Hachette heroes, primarily Disney, with the exception of this book, which they released last year, Looney Tunes, and I was very excited. I got 2 pages done in here, and both were buddy colors. They were the first pages I had colored in this book. So here's the first one we did. Again, we were looking for a romantic type, I guess. This is a buddy color with Kathy, and hers will probably cover up mine. I don't know how they're going to fit, but you're seeing her picture as well. It's very fun. I used acrylic paint pens for the characters, the table, and basically the foreground, and then the background I just used water-based markers, which you can see the streakiness, which I don't mind. And for the backgrounds, I would just rather use a water-based marker than use up my paint. If I had like the paint brush out and a bottle of paint, but I'm usually using my acrylic paint markers. Oh, I just tore that page. And so there's that. And I don't always, but I like doing, I just take my black paint marker and black out the outside, which covers up the grid. And then another page completed is this one of Tweety. I was messaging with my friend Yasmin, I forgot to pronounce that correctly. And we wanted to color in here, and she said, how about we pick a Tweety page? And then this was the page we chose, and I think Tweety's adorable. Now this one I did with water-based markers. I do the black outlines, which I had a heck of a time with these, the cage. My lines are not very good. And then Sylvester as well, I use black paint marker, but the rest is all water-based. So very happy to have 2 pages done and this book colored in. Next up, I have Disney Babies. I hadn't colored in this one for a while, and I did this page. So it was Zootopia was my Spicy Cat Disney prompt this month, and the beautiful Sophie at Sophie's Coloring Journey, and I decided to do a Judy page. So I found this adorable page of Judy in the Babies book, and her page is super cute as well. She's like super fast at getting her buddy colors done. Definitely inspire me, Sophie. I always have the best intentions to getting them done early in the month, and then I'm not even filming my completed pages already until the 10th of the month. So there's that. Anyway, water-based markers, and then again, the black. Now this book, or at least this page, doesn't have, some of them do have outlines, but this one did not have like the black outlines. So I kind of went in and made my own just around the, not every aspect, but like her face, her body, just to basically clean it up. I always say I need to clean things up because I'm a messy colorist. But another page done in babies. Mickey and Friends. This is kind of become, we haven't officially said it, I don't think, have we? But it's become a buddy color. My friend Nikki has this book, and it's just been the last couple months we've done a buddy color out of it. We just take turns picking pages. So this is the page right here of Donald and Daisy that we did. Again, we were kind of looking for love themed, and yeah, all water-based markers except for the black outline. So this was a fun one, and it just coincidentally worked that it was opposite of a page I had done previously. So now I have a double page, and we do have our page set out of here for March. 2 more books for Disney. Les Grands Classiques. This is the first one, so it's just called Les Grands Classiques. It's not called Tome 1, but in my tracking, I call it Tome 1. And I did 2 pages out of here, and both were buddy colors. So, show you this one first. This is Chef Louis, or Louis, from, I'm not sure, I don't remember how you pronounce it, from The Little Mermaid. And this was a buddy color with my friend Megan over at Disney Meg's Coloring. She has an alphabet challenge every month, and we usually try and tie it into a Disney page. So this was the only page I could find. She had suggested we do him, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I can find a page. I could not find anything, and I told her, I said, I'm going to have to just do a Little Mermaid page. And then she sent me hers, and I knew it was from one of these books. I'm like, where is he? I couldn't find him. So I ended up doing the same page because I had this Tome 1. I told her, I said, I kept getting distracted by all the chefs from Ratatouille, and I couldn't see him. But this was very fun. I don't know if he's holding asparagus, but I needed a fish for a prompt, for monthly prompts, so I pretended he was holding a fish. It kind of looks like a fishtail. Whatever it is, but I did that one. And unplanned, I did this page also as a buddy color. This was with my friend Susie, and we had just picked Lion King, so it also went for Meg's ABC Challenge. And I was like, oh, look, I have a Lion King page right next to Chef Louis. So I did this one of Scar being afraid of the fierce little mouse. And both of these were water-based marker, except for the black that I used the paint marker for. So it is just so fun that I'm getting pages colored in my books. And this was a book that had previously been uncolored in Les Grands Classiques, Tome 6. I did this page of Mayor Merriweather from Zootopia to go with my Disney prompt. So she is all done in paint, acrylic paint pens, and again, the background is marker. I did mess up my colors, and this gray right here was actually supposed to be like a deeper brown than here, and this was supposed to be my darkest gray, but I wasn't paying attention because I was coloring with friends. So when I got done, my one friend's like, it looks like she has a beard. And I said, well, I had to kind of adjust the shading because I kind of messed it up. And then I said, and she also has like one pupil larger than the other, so I don't know what kind of stuff she's been doing, but it is. She's a completed page, though. So that finishes my color by number. Next, let's do the non-color by number pages. Okay, these are really in no particular order. These are the Morgan O'Brien books are the smaller books, so smaller books usually go first. Here is Chompy Fluff Monsters Volume 3. This is my project book for the year with my friend Tammy. Tammy Colors 2. And we did 3 pages this month. And here you go. This one I was trying to use a very limited color palette. And, whoa, did you see my books all just fell down? Sorry if you heard that. I'll pop up Tammy's pages on the left. This I thought was kind of fun. Again, I don't know. I was using my permanent markers, so I was kind of limiting what I had available. And I went with this. Again, the beautiful part is dinosaurs, we don't really know what color they were. And this one's actually one of my favorite pages. I really love orange and like teal, turquoise, aqua together. So I had done that, and that was my limited color palette. So I thought that was fun. And then we haven't, Tammy, I have to message you how many pages we want to do in March, but for sure, this will be one of my March pages. Next, I have Matchstick Mouse, a summer coloring book. This is just to show you how you can continue to use your seasonal books all year long. It's winter in Minnesota, but soon to be spring. So my friend Manon, or is it Manon? Again, I need to ask how to pronounce this before I make my video. We chose this page, which I thought was so fun, and I liked it because little mouse here is, it's in the rain, but you know, even when there's rainy days in your world, that doesn't mean to be sad, because look how cute and happy she is with all of her friends. All the snails came out to play in the rain, so she got to visit with them. And of course, her worm friend is there. I don't see the cat bug. But anyway, so even on rainy days, life can be a blessing. And that's the truth. Okay, you can see a little bit of glitter there. Okay, my other project book for this year is Broken Circles, and this is a project book with my friend Zombie Girl. So we picked, or she picked this month. This was, I assume, what we figured was the Valentine's page with all the hearts. And yeah, I don't always, I rarely have a plan, let's just say. So I was basically doing pinks and yellow, I guess, but it's cute. As the time of filming, she hasn't finished her page yet, which is perfectly fine. We both, anyway, I always like to just say this whenever I set up buddy colors with people. If you have anything in life that keeps you from coloring, focus on that and don't worry about the coloring. Just check in and let me know that you're still, you'll get to it when you get to it. And same thing happens with me. Sometimes I have to message my buddies and say, I'm so sorry, I did not get my pages done. And you know what? It's okay. So, and then this was the unicorn. I thought this was such a fun page. I was so happy she picked it. It's actually the, I think the last page. Not that that matters, but it is. Well, I have to decide if I'm going to color that. So I had picked up a set of the Sharpie top notes, I think. Basically, they're highlighters. Are they Sharpie? I think they're Sharpie. So I did this all in highlighters, except I did go back in with some gel pen too. So it's pretty fun. I know Jamie's Coloring Love has a highlighter challenge. So when I post this, I will tag that on Instagram, but it does go through the end of March. So break out your highlighters and have fun. And this one I do have Zombies page, and I just think they look so fun and happy next to each other. I was able to color in the Best Collection 100 Coloring Pages by Sachin Sachdeva. If you are I just throw this out there again, people are just wanting to see my complete pages. Sorry if you're a new friend here, I get a little chatty. But if you have not tried any of the Sachdeva's books or any publisher, I always recommend checking to see if they have like a best of collection, because it'll usually have a compilation of various pages from their books. So I know Sachdeva's have, Sachin specifically has this one. He also has one of color by number specific, and it has several pages from these books. So anyway, it's a great way to get a feel for a artist and then decide before you purchase a book. So that's what I have to say. And this one we colored, I did a buddy color with the lovely Lovisa, and let me kind of slide it over, and I think they are so pretty. This is from, now I forgot what the name of the book was. I don't think, oh, here it goes. It's called I Am Capable of Amazing Things. And we did this page, right? It's that book, right? Yes. And I did, I don't know, the usual alcohol permanent markers with glitter gel pens. And I love a good rainbow theme. So this is a chunky book, and I've only colored a few pages. So definitely, I think like 2 pages in here. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done in this book. Next is a book I got last year at Valentine's, and I did not get to color in it, but I colored a page this year. This is Colored with Love from Colored Caramel, and I did this cute little page of the balloons and all the adorable animals. This one cracks me up because this little kitty looks like really scared. And here, like, the puppy doesn't care, but this kitty, I'm sure, is quite frightened because it is soaring high in the sky on a balloon, and it has claws, and it knows that it could pop its balloon and go crashing down. So I think that is why its face is not as cheery and happy as everybody else's. That's my story. And then lastly, well, the last section, there's still several books here, is in the Camellia Angelkova books. So 50 hearts to color. I just did one kind of quickie page, but it's still a page to me. I did the title page right here, and I did it all in glitter gel pens, and it was a random. I just stuck my hand. I have this one bag of like glitter gel pens, and I stuck my hand in, and I think I picked out 5, and I had gold, black, red, blue, and silver, and it worked out. So I got a page done in there. Next up, 50 Wintertime Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova. This also was a book I had previously uncolored in. And I did this one really at the beginning of the month, early. I did this cute little hat and mittens and snowflakes and, yeah, a little bit of holly berries, I guess. But I think that was cute. So many amazing books, so many things I want to color, and yeah, that's what happens. Next, I have the 100 Beautiful Mandala book, which I love, and I think I did 3 pages in here, and all 3 are buddy colors. So this is, I did 2 pages with Rue. Again, apologize if I'm saying the names wrong. Rue's Artsy Corner. And I believe they're trying to finish this book. So we did 2 pages. And I did this one. I think everything I kind of went monochromatic. So had all the little hearts, went with pinks, a little bit of gel pen. Then here is the second page, another buddy color with Rue. And this time I went purples, varying shades purples. Mandalas, I usually do a mix of gel pen, primarily glitter, and some marker. So here's this. And I just realized, I was going to say, and I've really been trying to leave some white space. Well, evidently not consistently, because here I decided to start coloring the insides, but over here I left them white. So, oops. I'm going to leave it. To me, it's like, it's a feature now of that super unique page. And then here is the second buddy color I had done with the beautiful Sophie, and we were doing monochromatic for her birthday was in February, and that was one of her prompts. Actually, I think she had a prompt to do a mandala, and she also had a prompt to do a 1 color page. So I did mine all in blues. So there's that. And I think, hold on friends, I think I got 2 more books, just 2 more books left. So now I have some miniatures, again, still in Camellia, and I have 1 page, that was a buddy color with my beautiful, amazing friend, Missy. I was so happy that she reached out to color. She has been in super mom mode with her lovely, adorable baby, Lucy Grace, and was able to color. So we did this page out of Winter Miniatures. And I was going to go in, a lot of times I like to add stickles and sparkle to the snow, and this time I didn't. I did use a little bit of metallic gold on some of the highlights, but I just let her go as she was. And the last book, I think I just have the one page, and this was out of 50 Romantic Miniatures. This was my group buddy color, Spicy Cat Buddies, for the month of February. This was the page I had chosen, and otherwise the prompt was chocolate. And I used all one set of, as far as the markers, I have an Arteza skin tone set. And I used that because there were lots of browns that worked for chocolates. And then I did go in with a Jelly Roll Moonlight on the strawberries here, and a glaze for the red. And then I did clear glaze over the chocolate here. So you can kind of see how that is. But that, my friends, is the end. That is everything, all of my pages for the month of February. So a huge thank you to everyone that buddy colored with me, and just everyone in general who is watching this video, who has watched my videos, subscribed, all of that. You guys know I appreciate you, and I try to make sure to let you know how much I care about you. So yeah, I think if you watched my last video, I had told you I had a job interview. I filmed right after my job interview on Monday. And Tuesday morning, I woke up to the rejection email. So I'm trying not to get disheartened. I truly do know there is a time and a place, and there is a reason. So even though it hurts my heart to be trapped in my current life situation and job situation, I do know in the end, there is something greater out there for me, and I will just keep moving forward. So that's what I'm doing. Definitely this weekend, I will be finding a lot more. I'm throwing out applications all the time. And I was telling my one friend, I said, you know, if it's not meant to be, I wish God would just let it not meant to be and not even get the interview. Because I get the interview and then I get hopeful and then it falls through and then I'm a little sad. So it's like, if I don't even get the interview, well, that's not as hard to accept. But anyway, again, I will keep trying, and miracles can happen. Maybe a miracle is going to happen in my current job place, and it's suddenly going to turn around and be a wonderful place to work. I do not know. But until then, I am grateful I have a job, and I will continue to do my best, because that is what I do. I don't believe in checking out or taking on the attitude of others around me, which definitely is pretty poor. So, okay, friends, I'm going to let you go because this was supposed to be a short video. It's only 35 pages, and we're still pushing an hour, but then again, it is a Kathy video. So take care, each and every one of you. I do hope your work situation, your personal life situation, all of that is filled with rainbows and happiness. Although that would be a fairy tale, because real life, even when it's going good, it's real life, and there's still always challenges. So I hope that you are surrounded with people who uplift and walk alongside you as you go through those challenges, and that you are not facing them alone, because as long as we have someone there, someone beside us, someone across the world that is supporting us and praying for us, however it may be, it does make those situations so much better. So I do want you to know that you are in my thoughts and prayers, and that I am uplifting you in any way I can, because you matter. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You have made my life so much better. The last couple months, I cannot tell you how much the comments, the private messages have meant to me. I find myself in tears frequently, and they are happy tears, because I am truly blessed. Regardless of the challenges in my life, I am blessed, and that is because of you. So thank you, my friends. I will hopefully see you again, and it'll be when it's going to be. I don't know when I get to film, and when I do, it's fun and beautiful. So thank you guys. I love you. Bye.